Hello, it's Nikki. Sorry, hello. Welcome to part 4. I am delighted to be back with you today. I've got 3 more points on offers and services and what you create and why you should create it, etc. So let's do this. Okay, I want to kick off with working out what this new thing is and how it's going to position itself within your business. So I go into lots of detail here in my pricing and packaging course, all about your pricing menu. And the pricing menu for yourself is going to be different to everybody else's business, but it's important that you understand what this looks and feels like. And a way that I do that is I tend to write it out like a menu. So understanding who is buying what and why are they buying it. So I might write down my one-on-one things and really go into detail as to what that kind of person might be. So they are maybe people who have built a relationship with me, who have had a conversation with me, who have maybe been a personal recommendation. And then I know that I've had people who have just seen a video or heard a podcast like this and they've maybe just bought a £10, I'm not saying like only £10, but a relatively low investment because I simply was offering something and maybe there was that sense of like, well, okay, I'll buy that because like that's okay, that feels good, that feels like it's going to meet my need of what it is that I'm looking for. So really understanding where it fits in your pricing menu. And the reason that this is important is that sometimes there will be moments in your calls, in your pitches, in your conversations, where in a way you need to show people the full pricing menu. So you might start a call and people will say, oh, I thought I was coming in for this, or I saw this particular program and I wanted to find out a bit more about it. And then when you have a conversation, it may become apparent where it's like, actually, there's a better fit here, or there's something else that would be much more in keeping with their learning style or their budget or their need or whatever it might be. So once again, this is about you really operating in integrity and delivering excellence and making sure that the people who are buying from you are making great purchases. You don't want somebody joining a program or buying something and then they're like, oh, I don't really like one-on-one. And you're like, well, you just booked 6 sessions with me, so this is maybe not going to go down so well. So this is a really juicy one, and I think if you want to go into more detail here, you can go to my pricing and packaging course, which is under money, and really go into detail as to what that pricing menu looks like for yourself and why you're doing what you're doing and why you're selling what you're selling, and really notice where people are coming in and what they're coming in for. This second to last one is going to be different for everybody. And I guess this is about, what do you want to feel about your work? And I am, I'm a contradiction in a way, or I have different things that I want to feel. One of the things is I want to have ease and flow. I like simplicity. I like order. I like doing the thing, doing it well, and then like completing it and then leaving and knowing that I've done a good job. Sometimes I like those kind of things. And then there are other things that I know require me to tap in. It's almost like that ambitious, challenger kind of side of me. I'm not challenging, but that sense of, I don't want to just sit in the same chair at the same desk for 30 years. That was never my goal when I left school. I never wanted to go. I just want to do the same thing day in, day out, or be one of those people who's like, I've been here for 29 years and we've always done it like that. I really thrive on challenge and somebody sparking my interest, and like that sense of like, oh, this feels good, this feels stretchy. I went to yoga this morning and it was a new class, and there were a few points where I just thought, oh my God, wow, okay, this is going to take a bit of time. Or, oof, I feel a bit out of my depth here. Or this is going to take a bit longer than I thought it was going to. And I also love that moment when I work with a new client and I have that opportunity to go off and do the work and to be challenged and to be asked questions and to look at things in different ways and not have the answer straight away. And so therefore I have built programs and offerings and services. Some of them work really well in terms of that ease and flow and just being really straightforward. And some of them require me to step up my game. Every single speaking gig that I book, sometimes it feels like the next one is scarier than the last one. And every time I'm like, right, okay, here we go. What is this going to require of me? And because of who I am as a person, I love that challenge. I love that stretch. I love feeling a little bit out of my comfort zone and seeing what I'm made of, I guess. And sometimes you have to be very humble in that process and go, okay, this is a learning lesson, or I need to do X, Y, and Z. But I guess that other side is I don't want to just have a formulaic business where I just show up, I nod, I smile, I do the same thing day in and day out. I often think about that when people do registering a birth or something, like, have you got the passport? Have you got this? Is this, they're asking the same set of questions every single day. I would be hopeless at that. I am much better when I am challenged and that I can, I guess, step up to the plate. And yes, of course, in doing that, sometimes there are big lessons that you learn along the way. But I'm willing to take them. The final thing of this series is about delivering excellence, yet living your life. This is really important. I think work in our lives has so much, people put so much significance on it, as in you're doing well at work, you're working hard, you're so busy, congratulations. And yes, on one hand, great, because people enjoy those kind of conversations. But I'm also interested in your life. I'm interested, like, have you had a lie-in recently? Or have you done something you enjoy? Or what was the last thing that you ate, that you cooked, or you went out for dinner that you really loved? Or who have you seen recently? How's your health? How are you doing? Like, there's so many other things. And so at the back of my brain, always when I'm creating offerings and services, I'm asking myself, how can I deliver this in a way that I provide excellence, that I meet the objectives, but also that I can live my life? I have no interest in, like I've mentioned before, just sitting on my emails all day, or being on my computer all day, or when people say, yeah, I work 100 hours a week. I don't want to do that, because I know I don't do my best work, but there are other things in my life that are important and need my attention. And that I feel lucky to have, and I want to nurture those. And it's a really good question that you need to keep coming back to. There often, as you ask that question, will be a sticky stage where it's like, okay, I'm working through this process and I'm learning a lot. So sometimes I will introduce something or start doing something work-wise where I'm delivering excellence, but the living my life bit over here is kind of playing catch up. And that sort of teething period will always give you information where you might go, I need more time to do this, or I'm going to need more support, or I'm going to have to take something out of my diary when I'm doing that thing, or I'm going to need a taxi home because that's how I'm going to get home quicker rather than sitting and waiting for a train in the middle of the night or whatever it might be. So I hope this has been useful. I've loved sharing these points. I would love to hear what comes up for you, and if somebody you know would love this series, send them my way, send them to these episodes. In terms of where to go next, if you want to sit down with me one-on-one and do this work of going, right, big piece of paper, and I was going to pull my Sharpies then, I usually have them here. Big piece of paper, Sharpies, what does this pricing menu look like? I can do that with you in one of my strategy sessions, or equally, if you would prefer to work a little bit more independently, do my pricing and packaging course, which is under money on my website, nickyraby.com. And equally, if you want to work on your personal brand and work out how you're sharing your services, your presence, your brand, all of that good stuff, go to Your Personal Brand Plan. It's on the program section of my website. That's it for now. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed these 4 parts, and I'll see you very soon. Lots of love. Bye.